I see. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to get right into it. Moving on over to our deck. Gore, Belching, Season 7, Dorinthia. So, if you've been following so far, we've had a few variations of Warrior going on here. We were testing Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy, day 1 of streaming. We moved over to Kasai. I was testing some meat strategies. But more than anything, I just think this is the best Warrior by far. It's a personal preference. A lot of people think Kasai. I just think she's too hamstrung by her need to build copper, get into these play styles where like you need to be hitting, you need to be doing all this stuff. And yeah, I just think Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy is the way to go. She has the ability to do pretty much everything that Kasai can do. I think she can do it a little better, and she has plenty of specializations to push that game plan forward. So here is the list. Very normal to what we've probably been seeing in the past so far. We do have our Gore Belching, Rouse the Ancients combo. That's basically how you're going to do it. I was kind of thinking at a point that maybe Meeps would be fun in this, because we do have a decent amount of zero cost to go again, but we're forced to play into that if we do. So yeah, not really the strategy I like per se in all this, but hey, it ain't bad. There we go. Okay. So I did leave a switch in here with the Drone of Brutality because Prism is just going to be a problem this season, guys. Like, just straight up gonna be an issue. These drones are going to give us like a slight hedge into it, but with the fact that these prisms will still have access to Luminaris, and they will have access to Phantasmal Footsteps, which they will most likely never lose. This drone is just kind of in there to, you know, give us that turn where it's like, oh, if they're throwing the Herald, we're out of armor. Maybe we haven't seen one of these yet. Like, boom. So we have 2 poppers in the deck to really kind of just hedge these really nasty turns the prisms are able to bring to us. And then when we switch to the drone play here, that'll absolutely be when we cut Gore Belching. We'll cut Gore, we'll cut Rouse, and then throw in the Sink Belows and the Sigil. Because we're sitting at 37 in the deck now, so we need to hit 40 at least. So that's pretty much where that goes. Oasis in that matchup is pretty worthless. Everything in the sideboard currently is tuned to play against our bad matchups. Those matchups being Prism and Wizard. Wizard, we have the Oasis, we have a decent amount of blues, and we don't need to switch the Gore Belching game plan for going into Wizard. But when it comes to Prism, yeah, we have to switch to the drones. I was running a Nourishing Emptiness at first, and then I also had the 2 drones just for 3 poppers, and also have the Nourishing game plan on the front end, but I just don't like Nourishing Emptiness overall. It just does not really feed the engine, like the value we get off our cards between the resources, damage output, and actually being able to like push the game plan forward. All right. Where's a... Oh, that's right. They put the blues up. I'm like, I'm missing a lot of blues in this deck. So this is basically what we got here. I also do have a Nourishing list here, which is very similar to what we saw over there. I put a Warrior's Valor in this one because I just felt it needed like a little more. And I feel good about it. I'm thinking about maybe putting a Warrior's Valor back into the Gore Belching list. Because it's just like, this is one of those ones where Warrior's Valor, this is like the 3 attack card. Like when you're going to swing 3 times with your weapon, this is the card you want to lead it with. So it's like you have a Steelblade Supremacy, maybe a Spoils, the Warrior's Valor, you'll have a Twinning Blade, you'll have maybe 0 cost go again, and then you're able to, off the Steelblade, you'll get +6 if you swing 3 times instead of +4, and then on the second swing, pushing the Warrior's Valor. Since you started with Supremacy, the likelihood that they're going to block there is very high, so they don't give you additional value with card draw. So when you tag the Warrior's Valor onto the second attack, I mean, that attack's coming in for 8. So 3, 2, 3. Yeah, so for 8. And if it hits, you have Go again, you're drawing a card, and that's going to build right into if you have a Twinning Blade or something for that third attack. So it's a really good pump for 1. It could potentially give Go again on a huge swinging turn. I'm playing around with it more. I was off it for a while, but hey, I think I'm back on trying it again. So with that, let's get some of these games fired up. We've done a lot of testing so far. If anyone in chat wants to actually go over a bit of the idea with this, it's a very straightforward Dorinthia deck, but it gives a lot of utility in how we approach matchups, because we are able to really spend our resources accordingly. We have a very exact game plan. We have our courage here to really push over when we want to have a very wide turn on a Steel Blade, Glistening, anything. Usually tag it to a Steel Blade or a Glistening turn, just because that's exactly where you want to be. Oh, Glory, what's good, dude? Does this deck have the gas to beat all the super aggro decks? Yes. So, Glory, you are right on the money on this. This deck does have the potential to stick with those super aggro decks, because a lot of the aggro decks in Blitz right now are going to be Chain, Briar. I would even consider Bravo, if he's built right, to be somewhat aggressive. And I mean, Chain is a blowout, dude. Chain is so hard. And honestly, Chain wouldn't be hard if it wasn't for Carrion Husk. He just has this ability to go so wide so fast, and then just block out such a huge swing all of a sudden. But unlike with the original Dory, just normal Dorinthia, with how we get our Go Again here, by giving Dawnblade Resplendent Go Again each time, or by giving ourselves the ability to swing twice, we are just giving the weapon Go Again. So we're guaranteeing almost 2 swings a turn, which can be somewhat awkward. And in those instances, you always want to go first. And this is just this is solely into the Chain and Levia matchup. Levia hasn't really been too much of an issue, even with Carrion Husk. You normally have so much front-facing defense that it doesn't really become too much of an issue. You're able to loop the Dynamo enough to where it's if you just start blocking them out and they move to maybe Blasmafet you or what, you can usually win that match. But yeah, dude, it's Prism and Kano are my biggest. Those ones just feel like auto losses where you can do some really tricky stuff into a Chain and a Briar to somewhat shore up the bad percentages that you have into those matchups. But yeah, this I am not saying with this deck that you're going to win every skirmish, but this is the deck I'm going to bring, and it has the most tools of any warrior deck to push a successful game plan into all your aggressive decks, your somewhat fatigue matchups. They feel better because you have better specializations, and off your Glistening, anything that's going to fatigue you, this Glistening is your 100% answer to that, because once you start building counters, you have raised the floor of everything you're going to be doing. You're pushing so much damage just naturally off your 2 swings a turn, and your trading values of anywhere between 9 to 12. Actually 9 to 10 to 13 usually is what you're able to block with. Glory, reading your messages now. Oh, yes, Glory. I am taking, she's my favorite hero. I am probably one of 2 or 3 people that even have any living legend points with her, and I plan to be the person with the most at the end of her life cycle. So I am on a track to be the greatest Dorinthia Quicksilver prodigy in the world. And I will back that up with live streams, living legend points, and everything. List is available in the comments below if you're interested. We have a Nourishing list and a Gore Belching list. Nourishing is more tailored to playing against Prism, and I hate it. Don't play this list. It's not for me. It's the idea of running Nourishing in a warrior build more so than an actual good execution of running a Nourishing in a warrior build. I think Nourishing just fits into Kasai so much better because you have the 0 cost go again, you're swinging, and you're usually having at least one resource floating every turn and still swinging twice. So it just fits the resource curve so much better. I like same could be said for route here, but like just getting this off of turn 1 itself or a Singing Steelblade, especially into these aggressive matchups, is huge. Like when you can just start the game 8-point life lead or you kill their husk out of nowhere, it's always good. So just because I know it will take a minute, we're going to get this thing going on Talishar because we are going for season, it's open format, season 7 Skirmish. I had all this written up before, but it must have like loaded or something. Here we go. Get this thing going. This deck just has so much ability to be hyper fair, and I'll elaborate on that in a second. I had not mentioned it yet, Glory. So in the Kasai matchup, this is honestly why I feel one of the biggest reasons that this is so big into... we're going to go second. You know what? We just got paired into a Kasai. Let me explain it as we play. So going first. We're submitting there. Perfect. You really want to make sure on your turns playing in this format that you don't accidentally hit submit deck before you've done your actual sideboarding, because this is an open format, so you will just enter the arena with however many cards you have clicked. So you really got to make sure you do that. We got Hit and Run, Outland Skirmish. We're gonna have a pitch card for Saber here. So for Kasai, all right. Oh, we're moving a lot here. This is stuck. There we go. So for Kasai, the one thing you want to focus on is just overall stopping copper generation. That's the one thing that is going to like really start pushing them over rate, because that's what they're trying to build their entire endgame around, is getting to a place where they can play Blood on Her Hands and just have this huge blowout turn with Courage of Bladehold, sacrificing upwards of 6 copper. These turns out of nowhere can yield upwards of 20 damage, 4 separate swings. I don't want to give both these up. Sucks to have to get rid of so much go again so early. Okay, so here, assuming this isn't in the swing, if it's an in the swing, I really doubt they'll use it if we throw 4 out here. I like to sacrifice the go again there because it's a lesser of the go again, but we did draw into one. And with a blue, you're able to, I was going to be able to spend the slice and dice, give go again, and swing both without any worries. So what I find a lot of Kasais do at the beginning, because they're really trying to push the copper generation game plan, is we're likely to see a lot of armor blocking in the beginning. Yes, Glory, that absolutely can happen. When I was originally testing this like last week, people would just join my games with adult heroes. And it was like, oh, dang. Your 40 hero or 40 life Vincent is definitely going to win this. We do have, oh, they're opting to not block here, which is fine with us. And then we're sending 6 more, because on our second swing with Slice and Dice, our second weapon gets +3. And on the second swing with Resplendent here, we're going to get a +1 as well. And see, what did I say? Really big, just fronting of the armor block. Kasai's really go for plays like this. Kind of sucks they didn't get value out of Dynamo. They go for plays like this because they need to build copper. Like, that is the... Come on, Arsenal. I don't know why that was so hard. They need that more than anything to, like, really be pushing a game plan. Oh, this is big. This is big. Okay, guys. So I immediately see this, and I am like, okay, we have... Oh, Minerva. That's gross. Okay, I need to think. Slice and dice, Minerva. You're going to need a pitch card. You're going to need go again. And then oh, Outland Skirmish. Okay, so you're going to need pitch and go again. So you're not going to have an attack reaction. That's good. That's good. But you are going to be swinging twice. Swinging twice. And threatening multiple copper. Okay. What we are going to do here... Because this is a go again card. This is go again for sure. It's probably a Blade Runner. Yeah, that is definitely a Blade Runner. If we can keep Minerva here for a while, yeah, it'll keep their value up on their sabers, but it will... Excuse me, jeez. It will allow us to stop them from ever really, like, utilizing a different arsenal. We can kind of push this out and force them into... Like, oh, here's your one counter on Minerva. Here's your other one. Give it, and we can even give them blood on their hands really awkwardly. So what we're going to do here is... I like to keep the verses around for a while, so we're going to block Courage here, do that. We're blocking for 3, and we're going to send the Sink. We're going to bottom the Sigil, because that'll give us another block card, and if it gives us a blue, we can play into the Glistening and have Iron Song Response. Okay, we're going to Sink here. We're going to bottom the Sigil. Not what we wanted. Okay, so this next one's going to threaten 2, 5, 8. Interesting. Okay. So I said at the beginning, actually no, I was saying that when I was practicing. We are going to play many lines here as Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy. We're going to play the correct plays, we're going to play the incorrect plays, and we're going to see what happens. Now, they have utilized much of their armor here. We have a Puncture in Arsenal, an Iron Song Response, and off the Courage here, we're going to be able to play Glistening and play both of these, and possibly get 2 counters. I think this is worth it, because then after that, we'll just shore up a bit and start pushing a... We're going to take 8. We're going to take 8. We're going to give it to him. Alright, we break Courage here. We slap down Glistening, pitching a yellow, and then we send it. Send the 2. Give us armor. Come on, give us armor. Make our Puncture even stronger. So what we're doing here is we have effectively taken a ton of damage and given them the ability to kind of start their engine. But if they want to continue pushing such an aggressive game plan, never getting another card in Arsenal again until you're getting multiple Minerva hits, they need to focus on just sending. Just keep sending your damage, getting value out of Minerva, building the counters on her, so you can ultimately get the blood in her hands, do your functionality, yada yada. The biggest thing we have done is we have so much potential reactions to go along with all of this, that if we are able to start building counters and just start this giant value engine off the Dawnblade, we're just going to start fronting every one of their attacks. Like, it won't matter. Precision press. I hope I'm not being stream watched. It was funny to get questions about Kasai and then immediately get to a Kasai match. All right, yep, they're They're putting us on blast, and we're doing it. Value time. All right. So we were able to get it. They might assume that we're going to have another attack reaction if we don't versus here, but it's well worth the risk because we're sending a breakpoint. They'll probably block with Dynamo, card in hand, send the puncture. That'll be for another 4. We'll be up 2 counters, which means... So you got to look at this like from like a zoomed out perspective. Being up counters like that effectively makes it so not every turn, since we're swinging twice with this thing, that's 4 extra damage. And our defenses are staying the same. They're staying so fair on a anywhere between like 9 to 13 damage that can be blocked with armor if we use our full hand. That the snowballing effect of what this has allowed us and what it will continue to allow us is honestly unquestioning. Ooh, we're gonna block with route. We're gonna pitch the rouse because we have to pitch rouse. Otherwise, our Gore Belching will not work because the Gore Belching searches our whole deck for this one card and banishes it. So if it's in graveyard, our Gore Belching effectively is just a shuffle card. It's an attack action that shuffles. Not exactly what you're hoping for. So we have quite the lead right now, especially since we're going to push a slice and dice game plan forward. Really quick, let me make sure this... Oh yeah, this guy, okay. So especially since we have the slice and dice, +4, 4 off our counters, 2 and 3. So we're looking at 13 damage turn just off these 3 cards right here. And we're going to get a block, and then effectively, since they're at 11, even we'll just start stopping attacks, and hopefully that will push us all the way to victory. So we're going to front this one. It's probably going to have Go again off a Blade Runner. Potentially a Glistening too, or a Glint the Quicksilver. Okay, it was Blade. That follows. And so we're going to start pushing so much value here that we'll mitigate some damage because we'll get the block back on this, but we'll save this for next turn, so if they try to hold back cards to get the 3rd counter on Minerva, we're just literally going to throw everything at them. And we're going to have pushed so much damage on this turn that even if we keep like 1 card, when we send 4 again, we're potentially sending lethal. Yep, and then we'll Iron Song versus into the 2nd swing, because the 2nd swing will be for, so this is currently going to swing for 5, which means the 2nd swing will swing for 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we'll pump the Iron Song into the next one. Well, it's more about, Glory, I'm reading your message now, looking straightforward, but struggling with the 2-attack Dawnblade to get counters. It's one of those things where I wouldn't have made that decision had they not blocked how they did so early. But that is part of what Kasai almost needs to do as a hero to really be pushing the game plan they need to push, is they need to block so much with their equipment right away. So with the idea that that is what they need to do, I just play off everything they need to do at its best, right? So when, they sigiled, I didn't even notice. I'm just playing off how they need to play to be good, right? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my warrior mind. And it's also like, there is definitely a world where the play I did to get these counters was just not the right play, like 100%. If they had blocked out, if they had chosen to just like send their whole hand at blocking each time, I would have wasted courage. I would have been down resources. I wouldn't have had an arsenal. And guess what? They would have had a Minerva. They would have had full armor up. They wouldn't have full armor, but they would have had armor up. They would have had a life lead. And at that point, it just becomes about like connecting with Minerva and building into the 3 copper they already had. So now we're going to Iron Song. Next time a weapon hits, we'll get a Courage. This is coming in for 8. They can't even block that unless they send Courage. Unless they have 2 D-Reacts, or they send Courage, a D-React, and a 3 block. So we're going to build a Courage, meaning our first swing next turn is going to come in for 5, building even more value. The value train, baby. We're at a point in the game where Glistening... I have... My theory with Glistening is that once you get 1 counter on Dominated Resplendent, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, both Glistenings have served their purpose. They have risen your attack damage threshold so high, and they are going to they didn't push it so high, but they pushed it to a rate where you are now the full aggressor because of how you are sending your value. Your value is so high on defense, and it's been, the floor has been leveled by 2, and the ceiling ever so much higher depending on the cards you're getting. Oh, really quick, let's look at how the game is actually playing. So he played a Blood on her hands. He's giving 1 weapon +1. He's giving 1 weapon Go Again, and 1 weapon the ability to swing twice. So we're gonna have 4 swings here. This is for 4. So the thing with this too, and him having Minerva here, is this is a power turn in itself, because the Minerva is, once one of these hits, he's gonna get another Blood in her hands, and then at the end of the turn, all the times he's hit is gonna generate copper. So we're gonna pass here, or we're just gonna send the sink, because we don't really mind here. And it's such a low life where we don't at all prioritize Glistening anymore. Like I just said, like once you get to 1 counter, both Glistenings have done. They have put you above rate, so just be happy with the rate you're at now. We'll block there. And then they're gonna send 1 more Saber. That's cool. Draw a card. In the swing, nice, nice. They're gonna get their. They're gonna get. Oh, this actually probably isn't what they want. So they're gonna get a Blood on her hands in Arsenal, which, because of how I'm gonna block here, they're only gonna have 1 copper. So this effectively is not what they want at all, just because of how little value it brings. And then we're just going to send our game plan of big damage, do thing. We're sending a 12 damage 2-card hand in Warrior, everybody. That is only brought, it would be normally 11, but we have the Courage here. The run through will give us +2. Next attack will be for 5 as well, with the +2 for 7. This is the power of the counter. And why it's like, okay, we'll just take the next turn, block. Yada yada, boo boo blap. And they don't know what I have. They could think I have an attack react right here, and I'll just send 3, kill him. Another very powerful strength of Warrior. You put your opponents into these positions where it's like, well, damn, do they have the thing that just kills me? Do I have to block here to even have a chance to stay in the game? Oh, this will be huge, too. Nice. I actually like how he's doing this, because... So he'll take 1, and effectively also gain 1, because he'll have the Skull Cap trigger back. So, by taking 1, he's effectively gained a life, right? Run through. And he can still block with it, too. Here it comes for 7. So this is a card block and probably the Skull Cap block, just to mitigate as much damage as possible. If it was just the Skull Cap block, it is swinging for lethal, so I am assuming it's going to be more than that. We know there's no D-React because this is a Blood on her hands. And so really quick, how we know that is a Blood on her hands is because Minerva, once she has 3 counters on her, getting a counter every time a weapon hits, you get to search your deck for a specialization and then put it into your arsenal face down. We know that's a Blood on her hands because Kasai only has 1 specialization, and that is Blood on her hands. Cool, and we're passing here. We're still very high on value. They have essentially a card worth little to no value in Arsenal. And it just becomes about pushing even harder. Gore Belching here is kind of lame. But we can... Okay. So, like, if we do want to block a swing, even though we know it will not be coming in with Go again, it'll just be a 3 damage swing, because they need... This is their resource card. And that's a Blood in their hand. So unless they use the Blood in their hands here to give the Saber Go again, this is going to be a 1 damage swing. And if they use this Blood in their hands here, we can almost just go to a fatigue game plan if we are further in the game, because they will not have enough to push over their damage. And it's just the Saber. Yeah, we'll just block with Crown here. We're going to get rid of the Belching, because if we get a blue, this game is over. It's just straight up over. It's a red. Okay. Oh, that's actually not bad either. So we'll hit and run. So we'll give Go again to the weapon, but not giving it the pump. We're going to swing Dawnblade for 4. Yes, he can play the Blood on her hands, Glory. Let's see. Let's look at Blood in her hands. So it just says an additional cost. You can destroy any amount of copper. And it costs 0. So you can just play this and destroy no copper. You just get nothing for having done that. 4. Oh, taking 4. Okay. Maybe you have a D-React. D-React. Okay. If we had had a blue here, we would have ended up pushing 2 more damage off the run-through instead. But we still have a +3 on this hit and run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 8. And then we have an in the swing to round it up to 11. I do think where this deck really shines into like playing against other warriors and... Okay, let's see. This is I have another D-React in hand, so we'll just let the lethal go in potentially. You sink, that's fine. We don't... So you never play the D-React that's going to kill them first, because if they had already decided they were not going to sink a card, playing this might make them be like, oh, I am going to sink a card. And maybe they'll draw a Sigil, maybe they'll draw another D-React. So we just don't want to play into that. And then we're going to throw 3 more out, pushing us to 11. 11 over 4 is 7, dealing 2 more lethal. Good game. And thank you. And thanks. This, our player here, Mobash, definitely... He let me play slow, didn't seem to mind too much, and, you know, I was able to talk everything through and get stuff going. Alright, let's bring it back. Our next game. Going to open format, because with the Season 7 rules, Blitz, if you were to go to Blitz, you cannot sideboard in Blitz. So open format allows you to play... basically with just cards in a deck, and you can like pretty much do whatever you want. This is like how you can play Yorick, how you can just like have fun with other players. Let's call it Foundry stream. Oh yeah, Glory. Here, really quick, just because, let me see if I can like bring up my lists. Which is my actual one. It was... I think it was this one. Yeah, this was my results just in my original list. This is what made me feel so strongly about Dory at all. Because I ended up grabbing this hero, realizing that everything about what she was doing was what I could never get OG Dory to do. And I had been playing OG Dorinthia my entirety of starting this game. So when I saw this, I started playing into it. I mean, I played, just on this list, I played 438 matches. I was getting a win rate of 82%. This was, a lot of this was taken pre-Outsiders and also during Outsiders. Ooh, top representation. Yeah, I think we should probably do a pre-skirmish tier list, maybe sometime as a live stream this week. But as like top, tippity top, I gotta say Chain. Chain will probably be the deck to beat. Prism in any facet is gonna be probably a deck to beat because Luminaris is insane. Yeah. Kano seems a bit... Kano seems like he might be knocked down a bit because... Oh, yeah, my games, yeah. And this is just on this list. If I go over to... I was very serious when I said I want to be the best Dory Quicksilver Prodigy player in the world. I think it's Gore, this one. This is the... When I switched to Gore Belcher, I just moved to this list. And this was another... Shit. Okay, that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. Just between the two lists. So I've played over 1,000 games on this Dorinthia. Feels good. I really like this deck, I guess. But as you can see, win rate has gone down. This list was more in the Outsiders meta, and so this is when a lot more of like Riptides were showing up. Icelander and Oldham had left, but you can see kind of the representation here. Oh no, these are the games won, or games by date. Icelander is just like impossible. Kano was impossible. Bravo was kind of that, Benjis were normally good. Yeah, a lot of good data here. Riptides were just like impossible unless they were playing aggro. So let's get in it. To know current players. Maybe I should just rename my thing. Oh, you're playing Commoner. We S7 Skirmish. Open format, public. That's not a 7, that's an app. Alright, setting up game 2, Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy. We're one game in. We got the big win. There's no such thing as silly questions, Golden. But do you go full turtle when you load into a dash or a ninja? So for a ninja, absolutely not. We race them down. They have a very hard time stopping the big swings we have. So if we're able to... This is like into Ira. Benjis are easy, I feel, because our armor is already so great. I can put a D-React into Arsenal for their big Spring Tidings turn. It always gets them. I've never really worried about Benji because it's just so easy to mitigate how he is getting additional value on each turn by just blocking out his mass triggers and then stopping Spring Tidings. And then when you do that, you've maybe taken 5 damage and you're still sending back even more than that. When it comes to dash though, I always try to go second. You just hit him. You just hit him hard. You hit him as hard as you can. Like, honestly, like, if you can... Ooh, the Rakani. Okay, we got a dash. We got a dash. We're gonna go second. Hell yeah. I swear, Gloria, you ask a question, and then they just show up. I swear. Rakani's going first. It's good for them to go first, because if they're going to be running the Pounder, they're going to need to use one to start sending damage at us. And then It does give them a little bit of a setup if they want it. Like they can slam an item, but a lot of the time in these like more aggressive lists, the only items they're running are the blue one, Teklo Core. Now, did we get a hand we want to... Ooh, oh, see, this is what we want to see. So we're gonna block with everything. We're gonna start with spoils. We'll move to glint, then to Iron Song, then we'll keep Steel Blade. Because if we can push a Steel Blade, glistening Steel Blade value swing at them turn 1, we're gonna start ripping armor. We're gonna potentially just get one piece of freaking, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? One counter on here, which will do so much. No, I know, Glory, it's so funny. It's like you ask about Kasai, boom, here's Kasai. 5. There you go. F4. Nice, nice, nice. Load. Loading pistol. Sending a 0 to 60. We're sending it. We'll block for 3. Ugh, that's annoying. This is interesting. I don't know if I want to block with armor here. See, the thing with Dash, right, is they've just used 9 cards, right? That's a quarter of their deck. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That's a lot. So we're gonna send some damage. We're gonna see if we can eat some armor here early, because that's normally what we want to see. And if we can push a little bit of some damage game plan, that's even better. We'll build into that. We'll send our blade for 5. So even if they block here, to mitigate damage, we're still gonna get a counter. We're gonna pocket a sink. This is exactly where we want to be. They had to keep their full grip probably to just like have anything to do. Ooh, double sink below hand. Okay. Interesting. I kind of want to use the sink below now, just so I can get rid of the rouse. I think that's what I'm going for. Yeah, we're going to block 1. We're going to pass. And then we're going to send the sink. We're sending it. Sending it. Yep. Bottom, the rouse. Yeah, okay, that's something. That's something. Ooh, glad we did that. Glad we did that. Okay. Sure. Break your Achilles. I still have 6 armor and a sink below. So they're down to 25 cards just right here. Banishing. Oh, did they banish both their pulse waves? Let's go. So this will have go again. You'll load pistol after this. Maybe shoot pistol after this. Yeah, man, we're really getting in on this value, and they're gonna lose Teklo next turn. We'll block 5 because we're gonna be able to reset the dynamo here. Hey, Glory, as long as you're not in my locals, I support it 100%. Because if I see you on my deck, I'll be like, how dare you? That was mine. Do we? Okay, so by sending, we're going to get rid of armor, which we don't even care about his armor. Fuck it. Who cares? Take the block. But also, if you're at my locals, Glory, you can take the deck. It's a good one. I'm going to be playing it. All right, Dash is down to 23 cards in deck, 4 in hand, 17 in deck. We're just going to pass here. We were lucky enough to get another sink below, so we're just going to like keep playing off our good fortune here. We still have 5 block on the field, 6 if you count this after it blocks. We'll save a hit and run. We'll block with the one of the hit and runs in a puncture. So I sniff a combustible coming up. So we'll hold the sink because they'll pitch. Yeah, we'll block like so. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, no, I'm in Oregon in the US. So luckily, yeah, I think you should rip this deck and just go full ham at your skirmishes, dude. That's the way to be. Gosh, you were just making me not want to do anything else but block, buddy. We're just gonna keep blocking. Yeah, because I have 26 cards in deck to their 17, 18 if you count the overloop that'll circle back, 19 with card in hand. It's likely that they play, if it's a 0 cost, they'll, oh, they just slapped a Teklo. Yeah, screw it. We'll get ourselves on a good foot here. So by playing this, I am threatening, by using this, I'm threatening a courage token. We have a courage token here, so that when I swing this, they might assume this is go again. They might block 3 here. It seems like a low probability, especially with how they need to be pushing, you know, what they're doing. Oh, we got both off it. We got both. Yes. Oh, let's go. So Glory, in answer to dealing with Dash, it's a very, like, you can deal with Dash in a multitude of ways. So I was just lucky enough to be drawing sink belows here, getting a lot of value out of card. We'll send these two and that. It's cool too if we end up holding the glint if we break our courage and we can swing glint, we can swing for 5 and get our dynamo counter back. But what was I saying? Yeah, so you have the ability to kind of flip flop on Dash. So I saw that I had the ability to just, you know, say, I don't really care about what you're doing, and it's 14-13. They got 14 cards left total. Likely that means that they can at max. If every card's a 6 and they boost every card, they have 7 more 6s for 42 more damage. I think I could survive that. We'll take 2 here because once we spend the sink... Oh, cool. We would have had to expend something else. So you are making... So you're going to Teklo right after this. That's fine. You know, 12 cards left. You'll draw 4. Sure. We'll put that there. We're going to keep the verses just in case they have another T-Bone that's going to come out. And... Oh, yo, Valentino. I do have a Boltyn Brew, but I hadn't really played it yet. I hadn't played it on stream yet, that is. Yeah, we'll just block, no sink. And then Teklo, boom, boom, blap, we'll block. Cool, cool. Yeah, so we're just looking at, like, what actual value is left on their side. Because, I mean, let's say these are all 0s. Just to send them all, that's, you know, that's 8 cards. Throttle, that's going to cost a card. So we're down to 8 cards in deck, 1 left in hand, coming in for 10. We'll just... block like so, pass, sink, and you have 1, one card. Minimizing damage is better than gaining. Actually, no, because we'll block with this armor on this next swing, because it's likely to only be for 4, and then we'll gain 3 after they shoot us for 2. Perfect. I mean, it might seem easy glory, but I've just had so much practice into matchups like this. I'm just able to be like, all right, I know exactly what I'm doing. Are you gonna send 4? Nope, nope. That's cool. We'll just block. And just so the instants don't keep coming up, I hate when it always asks my priority, like what it wants me to do. I'm just going to use the instant now and put them on the idea that they don't have enough damage left to end this game. Yeah, I got 2, 5, 8, 11, 13 damage to block with. So unless this is a 27 damage turn, this is a game. This is game right here. And I say that because to even attack 3 times, that's going to be 2 instances of boost. There are 4 cards in deck, which means they'll only be drawing. So they have 2 here. They boosted. If this is another boost, they'll go to 2, which means they'll only draw 4 cards, and that'll be the last 4 cards in their deck. We'll just block it out. Oh, Scramble Pulse. Scramble Pulse. You got me. So if this is a 25 damage turn because of Scramble Pulse, they got me. Overblast does not have Go Again. So we'll just block it for 5. They're going to Arsenal that card most likely. One of these they will not have. It will... What card will it? Didn't show me, of course. We'll pass. Another Scramble. Okay. Scramble, boost, you mill yourself, we block. You mill yourself, we block. Oh, you can't even boost anymore. Game's over. Block. There it is. Heck yes, let's go. I guess we just start whittling them down now. Probably been better as an Arsenal card. I am down to 11 cards, but they don't have any more Go Again. I can just like take all the damage they want to send at me. Load the P. I think they have come to understand what it is that they have done here by no longer having cards to boost. Take a 4. Sure. Let's take a quick look. We have no route. We have both Iron Songs are gone. In the Swing is gone. Is Puncture? Puncture is gone. Stroke of Foresight is not gone. Both Glints are gone. What about Run Through 1? Is there a second Run Through? No. Okay. So we can actually do something with this hand. We will block because it doesn't really matter anymore. So we're gonna pitch the blue hit and run in case they don't block with a card in hand. Perfect. So we'll just Blade Flash. Pass. That'll give us Go Again. And then we'll send the Dawnblade for 3. Honestly, Glory, to answer your question about Prism is an auto loss or not. I wouldn't say she's an auto loss, and I'm talking about OG Prism. I actually think that the power of this deck with Glistening and the ability to go so far over value off getting counters, off your Steel Blade Supremacy turns, you do just kind of naturally build into just being able to kill your opponent. So what do we have here? They don't have to block. So we will precision, swing, have resources open for singing or stroke. Actually, no, we'll break courage here because that will actually fix our resources. So, yeah, we will play precision. We play singing. Then that will give us go again if they do block. They'll block the second swing probably. That will give us go again. And then we'll end on a Gore Belching. Yeah. Perfect. So we have go again. 2 coming in. Yeah, they don't block here. Does they block the next one? And if they don't block, we'll just stroke them. And now they're just so far out of touch with being able to win now that, like, one swing with Dawnblade is lethal, so they're gonna have to block. In which case, singing will just become. Yeah, we didn't draw our other go again, so singing will become a run through. I'm gonna make sure I still don't have it. There's one run through. Yeah. So even without go again here, this is guaranteed go again. We'll pitch the Rouse to make sure that goes there, and then hopefully we can just put Rouse. Make sure we don't draw Rouse either, which isn't really much of a. Doesn't really matter at this point if we don't draw Rouse because we're gonna overwhelm our opponent right here. So where there is like an inevitability that is currently building towards this Dashes losing, I will say, as a person who takes the game, seriously, who likes to play the game a lot, I do respect that they're willing to just like play it out and see what happens. They're not just like, oh, 4 cards left, concede. But it's a normal thing. I get people, dude, swing the sword. Come on, Dash. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Dash? Go on, block. I don't want to choose that stuff. Damn, Talishar lagging hard. There must be a lot of people playing right now. Or maybe it's just the stream and time of day. Back end warning. Wait, what? Oh, did I hit pass when it wasn't loading fast enough? Awesome. And draw the run through I was gonna get. What? Is the run through on the bottom? Do I? One run through? So weird. So weird. Mm-hmm. They are adding a Steam counter. Oh, Glory. Who do I main in CC? Right now, I'm playing Briar. I've been playing Briar for a long time. So two of my teammates, they did a lot of the work early on. So this is like Nationals #1 in USA. Justin Salmon and William Harrison, they got together and these two, in my opinion, invented Channel Mount Heroic Briar. Okay, really quick, what is going on? And so ever since then, I had my little 2 cents on it. Nothing too big, but raid and build Valentino. But I'm on Briar for the duration of her being in the format for CC, just because I love the playstyle. What has happened? Oh, of course, the moment I hit it again, it reloaded. But yeah, Valentino, raid and build for sure. We Make Best Guys finally jumped on what I believe is like the best Boltyn list to date right now, and that is the V and Cash in V, where you play Royal. Because yeah, you just go off those turns, you're sending so much damage. You're sending like snatches for 6. You're threatening card draw multiple times a lot of the time off like Bolt of Courage and stuff like that. Okay, did Talishar just like crash? Alright, well, we know we got that game. We don't really need to fight it. GG's. Database server connection on Talishar. Really quick, anyone else in chat having problems with Talishar currently? Oh, there we go. Looks like we're back. Never mind, I hit load again and it decided to turn off. Could just be me. Takes a lot to stream. It's noon on a Tuesday. You know how internet is. Come on, T-Shar. Come on, you know you wanna. They logged me out? Huh. Alright, y'all. We'll circle back to Talishar. Until then, let's talk Gore Belching. So, what we have here, our Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy list. A very, very good... I would say at this point, in how much I have played her, it's a very cut and dry list. We have 1 of attack reactions. I am a 1 of attack reaction kind of guy because I like to have utility over... I prefer having utility in multiple facets since Singing Steelblade is such an amazing card and can give us the ability to just like get almost anything we want on a dime. I prefer that over, I guess, making sure you're hitting the same cards over and over again. That's why I like it. Honestly, if I didn't have this mindset, I would probably be playing 2 punctures and no Stroke of Foresights. But the idea that like on a singing turn, I still have Stroke in deck. I can singing, grab Stroke, get a card draw potentially, filter a bit of how I'm actually going to play this on my turn, and then, you know, put it to the bottom. I get like an opt that can also become an arsenal. It's pretty big. But yeah, very good shell of a deck. We got our drones here for the Prism, Oasis for Wizards, Sigil of Solace just is like a good old FU to pretty much any deck. Especially if you think they're running CNCs, you pocket this for a while. It's the best. CNC for 3. Alright, let's test Talishar one more time. See if it was just me. So weird. Yeah, hey, maybe something's just going on with Talishar. I don't really follow their socials, so I am not keyed into if it is at all. But hey, who knows? All right, y'all. Well, seeing as how most of this was going to be gameplay dependent, kind of takes away from that. Let's go ahead and take a peek-see at our other decks here. There's that Boltyn Blitz list we were working on. Oh, no, that was just the big old Boltyn. There we go. We do have our big old Boltyn deck. It's got the cash in line that we're playing. We're trying to go in, get exactly what we need. I think I want to run more Bolts of Courage and more Beamings. Yeah, now that I've like really seen how good those, we'll remove these. We'll have one E-strike. We'll take out the yellow. We'll take out these blues, and we'll run it more mainline yellow. Deck those. We have our blues, yellows, yellows, yellows. We're going to go really heavy on the yellows so that when we do, let's just go light warrior cards. It's one of the new ones. It has like the soldier on it, but I just cannot remember the name of it. Light the way. And then maybe put a one of the courage. We're gonna remove that. And this. Ooh, add the prayers. That looks good. That looks good. One E-strike just cuz. Yeah, I like it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. We'll deck that and remove that. Then we have the... You run Soul Bond. Oh, we don't run this because we run... What's it called? The Helm. The Helm. Halo, that's it. So you have that. You have Soul Bond Resolve. We run Soul Bond? Yeah, Soul Bond. Main deck Soul Bond. You got this. Maybe we can just run Spell Void instead. Yeah, because when we go into Ninja, or when we go into a Wizard, we will take out the sinks, and we'll take out the cash-ins, so that we can put in the Oasis, and probably add the drones, I guess. Or we can just not care about drone. We'll remove drone, and we'll have Bolting Blade. That way, it's another yellow. Oh, we already have Bolting Blade in here. Really? Oh, sideboard that for sure then. Come on, warrior, 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 warrior. Overpower's not very good. Not really what we want. Beckoning Light. Oh, we want the Spirit. Spirit of War. Yeah, we'll take 2 of those. Side these out. And then we're pretty yellow heavy. I mean, not heavy yellows, but we run yellow courageouses instead. I'm gonna remove those and then run yellow take flights. I already have them, of We're gonna run Courageous Steel Hand yellows. There we go. Okay, I like this deck. I like what we're doing here. Big old Boltyn, swinging a blade around a circle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is what I am starting to love, guys. You know, Dusk Till Dawn comes out. We see these, like, deck lists that are like, man, this might be, like, one of the best ways to play this hero. And boom. $170. Yo. You can pick up this Blitz deck. All these L's in, like, their rainbow foil form. All these Majestics. All these cards. And you're not even spending $200. And then you have a deck for probably the next 6 to 9 months is probably right where it needs to be. Like, you just have your deck and you don't need to do anything else. And then you have all of these cards. You have a generic headpiece where if you want to, like, move into other cash or other royal builds or whatever, boom, you already have it. You want to build another warrior, boom, you got warrior pieces. You want to build a different Boltyn, well, you're set. It's awesome. All right, let's see if Talishar has come back to normal. If not, we're probably going to call the stream good here. Oh, there we go. Looking for Zelia Zuri. All right, big old Boltyn. Let's try some big old Boltyn. Yeah. Budget bling. Bro, this is where you want to be, man. This is the best stuff. That's Season 7 Skirmish practice. And this one's for you, Valentino. This one's for you, buddy. Here, let's up the play. Let's get these tunes popping, y'all. Oh, yeah. All right, this is for you, my guy. We're going to Boltyn to victory. What will they send our way? What will it be? So really quick, I want to talk about Soul Bond Resolve and how insanely good this card is, and I had no idea. So into arcane matchups, you get damage prevention on charging on your own turn. Charging is also part of the cost to playing cards, so there is no window that anyone can respond to this damage prevention. It is insane. It is so good. So, like, right on board. Who is Zuri? Oh, I never switched to Spell Void. Let me go first. I think we're going to run 42 just so we have a little bit of buffer room for going. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Valentino getting into Boltyn. That's what I like to hear. Warrior stands all. All right. What we got? What we got? We're going to bolt. Charge that. We'll Courageous in, and then maybe get a card draw off it. Oh, sure. You got me. I'm not much of a Boltyn player, so I'm not actually sure if I want to Arsenal the Beacon here. Okay. That's fine. Pitching a surgical, that's interesting. This is kind of poopy. This is actually really poopy. I think we're going to block with Versus and then send the Sink below. Oh, sure. Must be a CNC. Ooh, Lumina. Oh, Race Face. cards and tokens as all class and talent types. So okay, sure. I think this is odd. I don't want to cash in here. Play the prayer, see if we get a yellow. We did. We got it. Wow. Then, okay, so it will be charged. Yeah, we'll charge. Play Illumina. I hate this turn so much. And then send Raiden for 6. Ooh, we have Beacon too, so we can give it +1 to make sure it hits, build Soul more, and go get a V? Okay. I should have given the go again there. Go get any action. Yeah, I think I'm grab V. Oh, it's not okay. So nothing's going to Soul this turn because Lumina, because of the erase face. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, heck yeah, Templar, let's go. We'll double charge. Coming in for 5. Oh, I should have Iron Songed right there. Damn, that sucks. Guys, I have not played Boltyn before, so this is a somewhat new play style for me. So we're gonna see how we get there, how it works. Getting in on the 4. Oh, I didn't. Yep, okay. Yep, stands to reason. Damn. Damn it. I did that wrong. Whatever. Oh yeah, Templar, dude. That chain is like if you want to win, just play chain. I'm anticipating a Carrion Husk ban if they keep everything going with chain. Like they literally just gave him a shit ton of new cards and then just continued to give him the best defenses in all of Blitz. Like, yeah, Levia also has it too, but like, I don't know if the chess piece is good. Well, it would have been better had I not blocked for 3, used that to charge, also got the 3 block out of it, took 4 instead. Yeah, I can do that, that's fine. It's really good into Wizard. Sweet. We send the snatch. Give me the flick. There it is. Okay, we're wiping armor clean here, y'all. Oh, Critics of Frailty. You gotta leave no witnesses back? That's fine. That's fine. I'll just grab a snatch. And then we'll discard probably Spirit here. There, sure. We block, we'll get a V. I still have the Frailty, but because of the Courage, this is coming in for 4, so it is a break point, which is nice. Just block with 2 cards, it's fine. Come out. What kind of threats? We have a Surgical at the bottom. Okay, you have a lot of threat density still. Ooh, lots of stealth in hand. I don't like any of this. So I'm gonna V, charge, swing, sword, blade. Is that the strat? Boltyn, you're so weird. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take it. That's fine. We got a cash in turn, hopefully coming up soon, so if we can like really throw some damage out there, this could be pretty big. Blood Rot, oh, fuck yeah. Nice, that's 2 more damage. The 2 that this is gonna deal, we're gonna be dealing back. Damage. Icelander. Are we talking Templar? Icelander is banned in Blitz, so I don't know if you gotta really worry about Icelander. I'm coming back, looking at chat now. Oh, Templar, not even running Dust Till Dawn cards and still killing it. I don't think they're expecting me to end on 10 damage here. So that could be really good for me. Come on. So now they have to block with 3 cards, or 2 cards and Tunic. The only Lexi decks I see that do somewhat good are those that, oh, and I have the Blitz. Oh, so even if you block with Tunic, you're done. What I see Lexi doing in Blitz more than anything is either Death Dealer or Shiver, and they force dominate off like ice fusing off Weave Ices, and shit like that. Choosing one to pay 3 to avoid taking damage. I do not want to pay 3. Oh, here we go. Cash and turn. Woo! Well, that sucks. We need to block like so. We'll draw. Get. Resource pitch. Hoping for a yellow if we do this, but it's free. Block like so. We're paying gold, baby. That sucks. Ooh, we can bolt. Yep, bolt. Do that. Because we can just snap it if they don't block. And we'll still get a card draw. And then we'll send this, give it go again, into Raiden. So we need to Boltyn here. Cool, because we're going to send this for 3. I feel like they don't want to take 3 here. Down to 14 cards. So I know there's another cash-in coming up. We have a Lumina. Probably not this next turn, but the turn after. Maybe even the turn after that, actually. It might be 3 turns away, along with the cash-in. But we will be swinging Raiden after this, because we'll snappies, unless they block. Actually, no, if they... Ooh, chat, what's a better play right here? So, okay, they didn't block, so we are going to snaps. Send the Raiden. What do we not have to worry about? No more shakedowns. decks. That's huge. Block. Yep. We Boltyn. Send 3, maybe 4, maybe 6. Yep. You know when this is gone. Surgicals. Oh, they gave up. Sweet. Hey, GG's. GG's. Hey, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, everyone. We back. Yo, how we feeling, everyone? How we doing? We doing good? More warriors? Less warriors? Well, too bad we're doing more warrior. Let's go. We got a blitz game going on here. We're just gonna throw Boltyn back up. Open format, public, season 7 skirmish practice. Let's go. We're back at it. Who is next on the docket for the Boltyn? Who is up? How many people for local skirmish? Asks Valentino. I would probably say it's gonna be a lot. We actually just broke some records locally on Saturday at the armory I go to almost every single Saturday since they've started. We had 19 players show up. We had a 5-round Saturday armory. Nuts. And then in the same kind of area of town, there's another game store. It's like somewhat like same like local area. And they have an armory on Monday that starts at like 6:30 p.m. And we had 17 people show up, dude. It was nuts. Like Flesh and Blood. I think it's like Dusk Till Dawn just got a lot of people hyped to go out and play with some new decks. But this game is like growing hard and fast. I live in the Portland metro area in Oregon, and we have a huge thing of people around here. I mean, just like when you like just identify all of the people around us in this area doing like Flesh and Blood content and all that. Red Zone Rogue, Dice Commando, FaB Foundry, half of FaB Unsealed, dude. Like, there's Savage Lands News. That's my boy Nathan. What's up? But dude, Portland is a hub right now, and like we just got a Battle Hardened Team Blitz event thing. Like, man, I'm so I'm so happy to be in like a town like this that just loves and appreciates Fab like I do. Ooh, and I'm going first. Yeah, baby. Weird. Ooh, that's odd. We're gonna pay into verses, and then we're gonna add the sync to Arsenal. That was a really unfortunate draw there. I'm thinking about it, Valentino. I'm definitely thinking about it. Oh, it's off of Nimblism. I was like, 5? And you revealed a blue. We're gonna pass, sync this. I think we're gonna bottom one of the V's. Just because like getting both of these right now seems really bad. Okay, great. So we need to pitch to play, take flight, banishing, snatch to give go again into Raiden. Okay. Mitigate a little damage here. And then we'll have a V turn set up, and if we can draw a cash in, we'll hopefully just take everything they have to throw at us, and then we'll let it be. Oh, wait, undo. Whoops. Charging is also a button you gotta click, guys. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing on your end. Cool, cool, cool. Send the Raiden. If like getting the V in Arsenal wasn't just like a huge play right here, like I think there could have been an argument to pitching the V so we could also Iron Song here, banishing and then sending the Snatch for 5 if the sword connected. Oh, okay. Ooh, baby. Okay, we're taking a lot of damage this turn, y'all. Because we're about to fucking send some stuff, you know what I mean? This is not for children. We're sending it. That sucks. That sucks. What do we not need, though? Do I not? I don't really need Beacon. I can block with Beacon. Sure. Do I just go for it? Do I like try to just like make this the turn? I'm going for it, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. Draw your card. Hopefully it's nothing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, just get fucking rewarded. Sure. Wow, this really sucks. we would get the ultimate card snapback, and this would be like a Force of Nature nonsense turn. They probably have 2 more attacks right here too. Nice. Yep, this is good on them. Dang. Oh, Taylor, what's good, buddy? How you doing, homie? Yo, how you doing, man? What's good? We're playing we're trying to play Boltyn right there, and that just didn't really work out in our favor. Let's try one more time with this Boltyn list. I don't really want to save that to my favorites. Season 7 skirmish practice. Taylor, if you want to jump up in here, we're on live on Talishar right now. You want to go play against Boltyn with your like 4-card sideboard. Yeah. Dude, I bet. Those were, like, you guys saw it too. Those are just some bad draws. Like, getting both V's, my turn 1, not having a turn 0 charge, like, or I guess my turn 2, just having both V's in hand. It's like, ugh. Oh, heck yeah. Someone, Valentino came through and was asking about Boltyn, and I like kind of started the list, and then we just kind of tweaked it a bit to make it work. I like running 42. Like, I think just overall, it gives us a little bit more to lean back on the charge, so it's like less likely we'll get fatigued. But hey. Ooh, awesome. Yeah, kind of gross. Oh, hey man, you gotta eat, dude. We all gotta eat out here. We're blocking with the blue just so I have more ability on these cards that require yellows to be charged, to just like not end up seeing that at a time where we might not want to be playing it. Ooh, Razor's Edge. That's not bad. That's not bad. Cool. That was super cool. That was really, really cool. We're gonna prayer. Yep, we got it. Whoa. Yes, charge. And send Bolt for 4. Yes. Sure. Okay, get armor early, it's fine too. It's pretty good. Hey, thanks everyone for tuning in to the live stream. Just a quick note that we are having an armory tonight for Blitz in the FaB Foundry Discord. If any of you guys are interested to play, all you got to do is send $5 over PayPal to Travis at I think it's just FaB Foundry Co at Gmail. It's on the Discord. We're gonna be playing tonight, 7 p.m. PST. It will not be Season 7 skirmish rules because we're not allowed to actually play with those rules yet. But yeah, join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I know we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna be running it. I'm gonna be playing my Dory deck, and we'll see if I can take everyone. Take the whole thing. Yeah, Taylor, let's go. Then we swingy the... damn it. No, then we Iron Song. Swingy the blade. Cool, get us our courage. And we'll tuck the soul shield. We'll have a way to build some soul into our next turn. We are leaving it to the discretion of your opponents. So if you talk and you guys want to do webcam. Talishar, TTS. If you guys just play the games out, that's all we care about. And it will also, this will not be a Blitz event that will be all week. It will start and end tonight. So likely going to be 3 to 4 rounds, depending on how many people show up. We'll have a good ass time. Good ass time. Not the infiltrate. This sucks. We're just gonna take one. Heck yeah, wild card, let's go. I love to hear it. Skirmish this weekend, everyone. I know that there's a lot of stores who aren't going to be starting this weekend, but also a lot of stores that are. So make sure to get in while you guys can. This Skirmish season is bound to be a good one. We got like Coldful of Genesis on the line. Other Heralds that have never seen an extended art foil printing. Yes, 7 p.m. PST, Templar. Everyone in chat, we got that armory tonight. You know you're going to want to get in on it. Oh, actually, let's see. Oh, it's not on FaB Foundry's website. It's just paying them. Spiking me. Okay. This is, we expected a 3 damage buff here. It's a big reason why we did this. Oh, wild card. Heck yeah, dude. Yo, we definitely miss. I'm not sure exactly who you are just off the name, but yo, we miss you as well. We miss all who do not join us. Okay, so we're switching to the Soul Shield strat here. And then we'll probably pocket the cash. No, we'll pocket the sink, because they're probably going to do some more nonsense. Oh, they really want this to hit. Oh, sure, I'll just sink then. That's fine with me. Surprised they... Oh, they're running Regicide too. They're ready for this matchup. I do have a gripe with Talishar, I must say. The fact that they like show hero pictures and like more often than not, people who join my games just join to be like a complete counter to what I'm playing. It's kind of a turnoff. Just saying. Alright, we're gonna make this the big one. Do you have a razor here, I guess? In case it's double razor, right? Let's just fucking block. Send the razor. Oh. It wasn't. Huge. Oh my gosh, this is freaking huge, guys. Alright. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see the good stuff that we got brewing? Okay, okay. So we're gonna charge this. Charge. Charge. Charge, charge. We get to swing. Swing, swing, swing. Charge, so we'll give that go again off the snaps. Just don't have enough charge here. Dang. Yeah, this is good because then now we can end by giving the snatch go again. Turn the music down just a little. There we go. Oh wait, Iron Song's dead anyway. That's right. And the snatch will come in for 6, which will be 7. So they need to block here or they die. And then they're going to have to block with 2 more cards plus the flick knives just to stop the trigger. Okay, so they're going to have to block with their hand to stop trigger. Wow, I just completely lost the game right there, probably. Okay, let's think it through. Let's think it through. Let's think it through. So we pitch, play prayer, draw. We charge if we have to here. We take flight, raid, and snatch. Wow. I can't believe I just did that. Whatever. This is what you guys gotta remember. You gotta click the Boltyn. You gotta click the stupid Boltyn. Yeah, Templar. It's in the comments, the chat below. All right, this game was just lost off just the hugest misplay. This absolutely was a game win off the snatch there. We would have this turn would not have been happening right here. We're just gonna call it. Good game. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, Boltyn. I mean, that wasn't a game win, but like literally that whole turn wouldn't have happened. We would have had a full grip without the arsenal. It happens, it happens. All right, guys, we have been streaming for what looks like, I don't even know. We've been streaming since 11, so almost 2 hours now. We're gonna call it good there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, getting everything like worked through with all of these heroes. You know, we do really appreciate it here at FaB Foundry that you guys are willing to come hang out on a Tuesday, just watch people play some games, watch me bullshit on my warrior decks. Boltyn's a lot of fun. I'm very interested to see where that deck ends up going. Yeah, so thank you guys so very much. We do always appreciate you being here. And Armory tonight, 7 p.m. Foundry Discord. You can find the link to the Discord in the comments, the link to both warrior decks we played today. I will also put this Boltyn deck in the comments below too, so if you want it, you can definitely play a little better than me. So yeah, with that, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.